Hey guys, this is chapter 4.5. Terms of mortgages differ. This chart essentially gives you in thousands the monthly payment that you're going to pay for your mortgage. So let's go right to an example here. Let's use the example they give us. It says Elma took out a 25-year mortgage for $85,000. Okay, 25-year at a rate of 11%. What is the monthly payment for the loan? The table shows the monthly payment, principal and interest per thousand of mortgage. So, okay, knowing that, since it's going to be at 25 years at 11%, so here's my 25 years, go over to 11%, you're at 9.80. Okay, and since it's 85,000, this is in thousands, you got to divide by 1,000. The 85,000, here's write that down. 85,000 divided by 1,000, and you get 85. And it actually shows that in the example here. Okay, you're going to take that 85 and multiply it by 9.80 to find her monthly payment, which is $833. So let's do an example on the other side here. So it says we have a 10% interest rate at 15 years. Okay, so we need to know that. 10% at 15 years. Go back to our chart. Okay. 10% at 15 years is 10.75. So 10.75, I'm right in here, times the principal. So you remember, you got to divide that by 1,000. So 10,000 divided by 1,000 is just 10. So 10.75 times 10, your monthly payment is 107.5. Let's do one more. 9% of 25 years. So 9% at 25 years is 8.39. So I'm going to write that over here, 8.39 times 30. So 8.39 times 30 gives us $251.70. Okay. Now exercise B says compute the total amount to be repaid on a mortgage for $90,000 under each of the following conditions. So each one of these is going to be $90,000. And you're at 8% at 15 years. So 8% at 15 years, if I look on my chart, 8% 15 years is 9.56. So I'm going to write it over here. A little crooked here, sorry. 9.56. You're going to multiply that by 90, and that gives you your monthly payment. So 9.56 times 90 is $860. Let's write it up here, $860.40. To find the amount for 1 year, you would multiply that by 12. And then for 15 years, you would also multiply that by 15. So 860.4 times 12 times 15 gives us $154,872. Okay, let's do one more as an example. Okay, 8% at 20 years. So let's go to our chart again. 8% over 20 years is 8.36. So 8.36 times 90. It's 90 again because each one of this is 90,000. So 8.36 times 90 gives us $752.40. You're going to multiply that by 12 to find out what your yearly cost would be, and then by 20 this time because it's a 20-year mortgage. So we're going to multiply that by 12, by 20, and you're going to get $180,576 to be repaid. Okay, moving on. We're not going to worry about this calculator exercise. Okay, and now if you look at this part here, 1 through 10, it's the same thing, 8% at 40 years at a 45 principal. So to be repaid, you're going to go to your chart again. 8% at 40 years is 6.95. So 6.95 times 45. It's not 90 anymore, okay? Now they tell you it's different principles. So 6.95 times 45, because the principal is 45,000. You get 312.75, and you're going to multiply that by 12 because that's per year, and then by 40 because it's over 40 years. And you get 150,120. Okay, if you look at the workbook activity, it's going to be the same thing. They give you the rate, they give you the mortgage, and the total payment after the terms of years. It's the same exercise, just a different chart here. It's a good example to look at, and that is basically how much you are calculating in terms of different mortgages over different amounts of time.